Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boy.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13. Yards, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game, or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First and 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise...
And this is caught! Touchdown, Chicago! Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Lions nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Lions first down.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Watson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2-yard gain.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Makes the score.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. His throw incomplete. Hurts.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Bears take over.
9-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off of play action, it's Watson. Completes it to Hardman. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Bears 17. Lions nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and
1 yard to go.
Throwing is Hurts. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Hayden Hurst. Incomplete.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On the option, it'll be Hurts. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Bears 24, Lions 3.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out. Not what they wanted, and you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On 1st down, Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonathan Taylor, 89 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You can break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Switch up, slam, check 43, go.
Here's Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
55. 59. Better bring it. You better bring it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to put it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
You got time right there.
After the interception, here's Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Intercepted. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
We got 4. We got 4.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Check, 54. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 42's the mic, boys, 42. 42's the mic. Give me that. Jim.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big